spanner in the works. Nade returned is pretty good. It separated them out a little bit, but that hasn't helped. The first man in was all was needed. With Kiwi down, here they come out of heaven. Good flash. Player down below, completely blinded up, spotted and taken down. And it's left to Adacaptain. He's been surrounded entirely, and Cloud is quick to deal with him. That was a clean and clinical start to this round for Giants.
Yeah, it looked almost too easy. Now just leaving 2 players to try and break back into this one. Bear in mind the last map was dominant and Foot won both pistols, so it's not feeling like the greatest of starts. Of course, different map. They've got to try and reset. Flash through, gives an opportunity here. Crack's at least able to take off one head, and Mr. Farland is going to try and join up alongside him. Caught almost with a flash in hand, but Hoodie's getting tagged low, even just trading 1-for-1, and just look at where the remaining players are, just stacked up together, getting ready for that double swing, and that time is ticking away. So much still to do here, a solo fight handed. Cloud just going to play on that clock, though, something he does masterfully, not giving a single thing over to Mr. Farland, knowing the time has gone. Don't think there's going to be much they can do here. Bear in mind the flashes are all on the other side, so they just have to dry swing in, and, well, Hoodie, he's an early round demon, that's all I'm going to say.
One of the best players to have pick up those kills as well. Just 2 away now from getting a Viper's Pit in play. They know that Kiwi was around this area. Not going to leave the planter to just fall to a sneaky peek. Nice catch. Mr. Fallen has no chance, and Hoodie even got the...
Have a decent read, but they're just being hit by ridiculous amounts of utility. Forced into the open. Kiwi's going to do a lot. In fact, that grab ball was fantastic.
Oh, the nade will buy them time to fight the other side. Good on the trade, but the number's still there for Giants. They'll keep it even and grab a plant out of it altogether. Happy with the fact that they have got boots on the ground. If Hoodie had taken that plant, it could have been a Viper's Pit used up right here and now. Instead, they'll play the late round in the 2v2. And one of the problems they'll face is the fact that on the other side, it's Mr. Fallen. He's refreshing his flashes, and they'll have these to fight back into the site potentially. It does come down to timing. I didn't spot when he last used one. But I don't think it'll be too long now before that piece of utility's there. Maybe it will be, because they're looking to push out Dry. He's already spotted one player up close. Now the chance to take that fight. Good for Ryan with Hoodie supporting him. And when he's on his own, he does just... It does leave something to be wanted on the rest of it. And that man who did so much damage in the previous round, who did all the damage for the team, is now the first to fall.
He's one away from his showstopper now.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a
not
consolation
in this round, but, you know, maybe in the next. It is looking like more of the same. And again, just... Giants seem so controlled. Like, this is a roster where you've basically gambled into having just heavy amounts of utility, even moving Fatinho away. Like, let's put it this way. If Fatinho had come in on a jet, and this has been a jet raise comp, I wouldn't have blamed them. Like, you've got players that can pull it off. But they are so confident in what they can do with those extra few flashes, the knife to take away utility on the site, which we've seen effective a few times.
Oh, there it is, the info. I mean, they already had a fairly good idea. That'll certainly send the message home. Mr. Fallen, he's doing exactly that. Fallen on the wide peak, and they're running away, spotting a lot of players. The A site's looking a whole lot more attractive. This got to be through vents. Surely if they go water, it's going to take so long. Risk left. The fight on B Heaven. If there was someone there, you've got the numbers to deal with it. 25 seconds as they make their way to site. Now, sneaky Adacaptain. Really, his chances are so low. Both flashes used up at least. Limited utility to make their way onto the site. The man has only got a Sheriff. Denying this plant, impossible. They are covering all their bases, and you see that even with the trade.
Yeah, maybe in a world where he had an extra star to play with.
What is this angle?
He doesn't even hit the shot! That's such a gamble! And because of him being so deep, the rest of the team are a little bit further away. Mr. Farland almost just looking at buying for time, but the thing is, they haven't aggressively pushed off this. They're still methodically taking that heaven control, going through their own screen. Viper's Pit's just going to shut down, and it's an instant trade. Now it's on to Cracks to see what he can get. He gets nothing as well. This is just a round of just easy pickings for Giants, and they're going to struggle even just to clear heaven out.
Look at him running out of the pit as well, emerging from the shadows to deal that death blow to Maj. Only Adacaptain left. And look at him. Hoodie, you snaky boy, but he's caught this time around. The punish is in. Another player up here is expected. Good read from Adacaptain. Anyways, Jaya with the first kill. They're doing well. Mr. Fallen down. Look, that's what you want to see. A direct inverse of the upping we just saw on defensive side, holding for what I think was they were waiting for Hoodie to lurk through. Like he put his wall, but what a crazy play. And I think they were rewarded justly for it. That op now coming back to bite Kiwi as he falls to it.
Nuka's not had a lot to do so far, which is kind of ridiculous considering he's been playing on Rays. Like normally, first point of contact, but even he hasn't been dying much so far. Maybe trying to bait a player into the judge. Very optimistic. Just going to try and get that a little bit closer, but they can just flash straight out of this smoke. The player on the other side is going to be so blind. The easiest of kills. The judge at least going to garner one. Moj trying to push back through, but they are so ready for it. Good luck, Cracks.
Yeah, it was a really nice try by Moj. At this point, yeah, Cracks, you're stuck there, Sheriff in hand. They haven't cleared you, very least, but they're really running out of spots to clear. Rhyme has... Oh,
No!
I thought he was going to get it. He very...
Being thrown in, showstopper as well, to try and get them that entry, and it will. A decent trade to start with, but Nuke's just still going.
They hadn't seen
Finally
Cracks!
falling into the back. Cracks, though, as you said.
That flash is good. He's still alive, somehow. Eventually dealt with, sure, but look, a little bit of a problem here for Fadinho. You ain't getting out of that one alive. Have pulled a switcheroo. They're going to the other side of the map. Killjoy utility dealt with, but they haven't got rid of the op, and now look who bounces from the other side. A great bait and fantastic execution. They can still get Fadinho back up and online, and with that nade forcing the player out of heaven, I think we are going to have a 3v2.
That advantage quickly diminishes. Again, the time starting to tick low, and again, Fadinho is dead. Moj having a fantastic round. A 2 versus 2, make that a 3 versus 2 in their favor, but Nuke still standing. He's not going to get the kill this time out, and Hoodie is left with 10 seconds to play with instantaneous flash to leave him in an awkward spot, but he's run out of time. There's not enough for him to get that plant down, and Mr. Fallen knows it.
Player towards the A site, and now the push is coming in. And good distraction, well timed. And Nukia, I don't know how he got that kill, but Moj is going to wish that he didn't. Oh, that's so awkward! A great blast pack there just to offset him for a second. And that's all that was needed.
Yeah, a nice little take. Again, I mentioned it just to change your pace. Disrespecting some of the utility that was put down. The smokes by Ada Captain just walked through. They didn't even wait a second. And then I feel like it was a bit of an odd one. Cloud was sent in almost just a lamb to the slaughter. He jumps down, Nuke gets the kill, and then he just runs onto the side and kills the second player. They're not allowing any of these sort of hidden corners that were left before. Again, like now I need to see another adaptation from Foot. Are they going to start placing some of that utility a little bit quicker again? And that's where the mind games begin. Because you just had those slower rounds from Giants where you're able to go, okay, I can hold this a little bit longer. I can wait a little bit second. They're not going to disrespect this. And all it takes is one round where Nuke and Cloud go, screw your utility. We're gonna out-aim you.
And I think it's coming as well.
To the team on that A side of the map, but he is going to get Rhyme. The thing is, though, it's going to be an instant response. Operator holding down that long push. Now, Moj had a decent round in the last map, and looking to just hold down this Anchorage again. Foot just have the perfect read on this round, and Nuke, well, I don't doubt him.
Yeah, not going to say anything this time, Tom. I respect that. 5's a little bit too much for most players. Nuki, though, he's the man to get it done. Cracks.
But taken map control. And the fact is, they basically pushed B main and then just gambled over on the A side. Risks being taken by Foot in these rounds, but I have to say, I love it.
Sometimes you have to roll those dice in a fantastic beginning with Kiwi already grabbing 1 kill. A heavy stack on the site that won't really be red just yet, or maybe it will be. Look at the change of direction. Giants shifting their focus to middle. There is a player making his way through middle at this very moment. Mr. Fallen would have to get so unlucky. The wall is breaking, and now he spotted them, but his position given away. Nothing found for it. Giants again managed to evade some of those sneakier plays. They're going into spawn. They're looking to fight this all the way through into their actual spawn. It's a crazy play from Giants, and one that's working out. Kill after kill going their way. They're being flanked slowly by Mr. Fallen. He's been on their tail this entire round, Tom, but he's going to catch them. He's looking the right way. He's dodged the flash. Here's his chance. Another miss. Some damage done at least.
Yeah, everybody's been tagged up a multitude of times, but even still somehow Giants, even after an awkward start to this round, they're now going to utilize the Seekers. They know exactly where these remaining are. The heal isn't really going to do anything at this stage. The swing out, just looking to try and find Mr. Fallen as they now swing onto the side. Vitinho, he's still alive! He should have died a long, long time ago! And somehow... It's just going to be, at some point...
No! No! What was that?
He's gone, well, hands first into heaven. There wasn't even a smoke or anything either. Like, if they put a smoke there and he does the same thing, I think it's fine. Oh, they don't know there's a man behind the wall. How does he get even one? Luckily, Kiwi. Smoke's being utilized. Like, it is just so much being put in to deter. Now, on the other side, you're going to have control being attempted. But a grab well utilized by Rhyme, and you can't really push anymore if you're Mr. Fallen because you have the spike.
Poison's off.
There's the orb down, spotting the players behind it, but Hoodie won't win the fight, and nobody close by to support him. That is B Heaven control for the attackers. Foot making their way through. It's Cloud waiting for them. Good first shot, and now he can retreat into B main. A deep flash to confirm nobody is going to lurk up behind him, and that's good control and a good foothold for Giants to work from.
Yeah, this now becomes incredibly tough because you've got nowhere safe. You basically have to stay within the site. Heaven is the only other position, and you can see the push coming through from Anna Captain. He's hoping he can catch someone on that rotation back through. Flash dodge, they actually don't clear it properly, and Cloud is going to come out with both. Now Anna Captain, the only man. Any issues? Actually pushed through the smoke. On the other side, nice shot from Kiwi. And because of that one kill, even though they managed to garner a little bit of space when it came to the B side, they're going to try and pressure in. Vitinho, I don't know if he'll pull that same kill off if he tries it 100 times, but he'll take it.
Hoodie would love to go get that Bulldog, but it's a little bit too much of extra pathing for him, leaving mid open for that long. It's a good thing that he's still sticking around and hasn't gone for it, because it means that Ryan will at least know that Heaven is secure. He'll even have support. Good repositioning from Hoodie. He's here in time to help out. A quick util check, though, sees he's got nothing left after burning it up early on mid, so it's going to have to be that Spectre fighting from distance and the Bulldog up close. The Bulldog doing very rising above the level that their opponents are playing at. Ooh, maybe not right there, but in most of, maybe not right there either, but in most of the fights, they're doing incredibly well.
Mitchman, try not to curse, challenge. Try not to say that word other than for challenge. You're failing a few of those. Can Rhyme do anything here, though? Everybody pushing in his direction. Grab, well, it's a little bit awkward, but thankfully Moj is going to trade almost immediately. Vitinho breaking the wall actually grants a little bit of extra space for Cloud. The other player can't even go for the trade because they're the one with the spike. Moj has to fall back. And okay, sure, it's a 2 versus 3, but I've already seen these two in a clutch situation.
Oh, that nade as well, going to force the planter out of position. The spray is there to catch him as well. There's the trade attempted, but Kiwi's now out in the open, and Vitinho capitalizes. Mr. Fallen does well to at least secure main, and 12 HP on his opponent. A great flash, but a reposition from Vitinho. It might not be expected, but Mr. Fallen, round he goes.
Rat.
Yeah, that's a little disgusting. Hello, there's a kill for Cracks at least, locking it down on middle, getting them access to vent. 2 players up in Heaven though, and both of them are flashers. This is a really tough take if they're going to be working off of that together, but instead they're conceding the control, falling back down towards the site, taking bottom ramp to fight back up. Here comes an early flank from Nukia. Unexpected, they turn to deal with him. Nukia's keeping him moving. The blast pack almost gets him the kill, but Kiwi, 1 versus 2, health looking good, spike available for him as well. And it's far from over, and he has the option to take it elsewhere. Nade fired out, and he is going to sneak his way through the vents, back around to the B side.
30 seconds
You
left.
mentioned that this was the man. 2 kills already in a round. A 1 versus 2 that, okay, it looks winnable. Rhyme can probably upgrade once this plant comes through, but there's going to be plenty baited off the clock. Even going to actually plant it safe, not knowing how close or hot on the tail his opponents are, but they are quite far behind. A very real opportunity, a single kill here, and he'll have that showstopper online to potentially close the round, but let's be honest, in the zone, Kiwi won't need it.
That flash was used up from Cloud to clear up into Heaven. They're splitting up as well on the way through. No trades possible. Showstopper popped, and Kiwi's just going to hold it, run that clock down as much as he can. And any moment now you expect to see him swing through, fire the rocket. Doesn't do as much damage as he'd like. Now he's forced to run forward, and Cloud caught it. And you've still got the main setup of the nade. Oh, that's going to push them back, right back. Damage done on the way, and they're looking to punish, but Cracks found a safe corner to fight from. Very well done.
That they've got some decent ults in this round. Lockdown available. They want to try and get themselves into an after.
No! Oh, sorry. I got completely confused for a second.
You and looking at teammates
Dude,
and just getting bamboozled. This is the Mitch special now.
It took 1 second because I was like, but who's
he about to
who's he healing?
his teammate?
I was like, who's he healing?
0?
Who's he possibly healing? There we go. What a position, though. So they've pushed all the way through A, while Foot are entirely inside of B main. Versus Pistols as well. Not a likely push to make happen. They've had A main lurks. Giants have lurked A main the majority of the rounds. And this lockdown, if anything, it just confirms they're making the right call. They're rotating into the right position. Snake fight to stop them on the way through. They're damaged. And here comes the flank.
Actually not going to destroy the lockdown. He's just waiting to try and get in on that flank. Still, though, these Pistols are doing so much. Kiwi again. He might not have been able to clutch out that last round, but he's up against Cloud. He's got an opportunity for revenge and not.
Gives him a lot of potential to swing back into it, but I think this is going to be event split now with that kill.
Is it the cursed rifle this time? We've already had ourselves the... Never mind, maybe just cursed.
Now, well, they heard him drop down, right? He fires off the bullets, but instead they just realize, oh, someone just shot over there. I'm going to spray it and then take the kill. Nice and easy. Deep nade's going to do a ton of damage. Yeah, they're just setting Rhyme to fall back. He hasn't got support from the second player. Not even going to be shot out of the sky there. Kiwi left on 60. I mean, that looks like a giant.
Does look like he's just going to walk straight in and use that Viper's Pit. Huge start, though. Maybe not expecting an operator to be on the other side for Kiwi. That is just a free kill to open up. Something we mentioned with his aggression on that defensive side, a lot of the time being more of a burden. Instead, just having that freebie, I wouldn't be surprised if they now just try and pressure onto this A side, because that Viper's Pit, as I said, it's just a horrific thing to try and challenge into mid.
It really is, and I think you're 100% right. You get that kill on A, even without it, you're going to decide to go to an extremity. This isn't a round to try and fight for mid unless you're going to put everything into it. Showstopper for Nukia, definitely a terrifying prospect, a back pocket play that they know they have to back up. And indeed, he's rotated his way around to A heaven. It's in the right spot to get massive value in this round. 4 coming through on that smoke. Delayed a little by the nade. Nade is actually catching 2. Here comes the showstopper, and the show is very much over. A res here for Cracks, but they're going to double peek this. Not a chance. Still finding space for the team, and okay, they hold on to the space. So that's huge. The B side under threat. The 3-man stack on A now starts to rotate, and I think they have a pretty good idea about that rotation. Fatinho is sort of pulsing the information at them as he moves over.
Oh, big kill, though. Hoodie already down. An aggressive push through B. That's going to clear things out for Rhyme. No, he's not being pincered on. Fatinho might actually catch a nice timing, but they pull out the gun. He's still, the ball actually saves him. Cracks basically killed himself in a way, but luckily, Fiddy is there to help. Turret down as well. Rhyme still a bit of a surprise factor. Almost very awkward with that Tiger being utilized. But even still, a 3v2, I'm not particularly confident.
Oh no, the pressure is on for Foot. That is for certain. They're trying to make a play in through spawn. The late wrap on Heaven. Got good control to fight from, but everybody is split up into 1v1s. It comes down to timing on some of these peaks, and Rhyme is the first to deal damage. Now the flank, caught behind the wall, got to make noise or just wait it out, but they are now on the site. Okay, at least a Nano. And Nano has stopped them from defusing. It buys the extra time for the wall to break, but now they've seen him on the swing. Maj needs this kill. Up top, Cloud is so low, and there it is! Okay, well, they've at least given away that they're here. The wall going out. Hoodie on 1, and Nukia's picked him out of the air. No chance for Kiwi. The heal on Ada Captain. How much will it really do? They're being picked apart on the way through. 1 at a time, they fall. Some fight left in them, at least. They'll keep a hold over this for now. The shorty down below is evaded. Rhyme has snuck his way through, still with that judge, and he's going to want to grab a bit of a better weapon up top.
That's the thing. This Cosmic Divide might actually help them. It's going to allow them to just take this control back into the site that they didn't have. Okay, maybe there's an angle or 2 they still have to clear. And then they even have one of their own if they really want to try and split up some of these remaining players. This is not an easy scenario. And as you mentioned, with the weapon upgrades now on the side of Giants, they have a real chance.
That smoke has blocked off Cloud for the time being. They'll have to push through that. It could be uncomfortable, but not with the flash. They're dodging the flash, though, and well able to take that kill. Rhyme, though, has a chance now. Just 1 man left. They healed up Ada Captain. He's in a dangerous position. So many enemies there.
Yeah, not having the knowledge that this position had already been taken. I'm scared with Nuke there. There's so much opportunity, but actually doesn't get the kill. If that went into the vent, he might have had a freebie instead. They are sprinting back towards this B site, spotting the majority of players on the other side of the map. This leaves Rhyme in such a tough spot. He gets absolutely nothing. A good switch up, a fantastic mid-round call, and now the B site is firmly under the control.
Oh, that's not a fight I thought he'd win.
How?
Again.
He always seems to just be alive on nothing.
But look at the position from Kiwi, right? This is where I don't expect to see them really fighting on the side at all. They want to just keep them back.
They might hear it.
Keep them out. Look at the position
They
from
have
Maj.
heard him. They've heard him.
Oh, no! Okay, but Maj still has a great position to play from. Needs to get some work done from here. He's heard stepping around. Now they know exactly where he is. Dealing with him's another story. Cloud won't get it done!
I don't think he had the same finances this time. He was winning like some of the clutches in the earlier rounds, so maybe just having a bit of a obscurity with the purchases. Now again, we're going to see Rhyme in this position. They took a lot of damage when they went through Heaven last time out, so I wouldn't be surprised if they try and challenge this. Timing for him will be everything. By the looks of it, they're not going anywhere near that smoke.
Oh no, they cleared Heaven now. They're just going to run through, look to move to site, and they've spotted one player there, another towards the spawn. They should not expect that there is a judge waiting, but they've caught it anyways. Good clearance by Krax as Foot storm onto the site. There is nobody to stop them here. A killer 2 for Giants amounts to nothing when that spike goes down.
Again, no round has finished cleanly for them thus far, but they have managed to eliminate Cloud. It's left all onto Nukit. The spam at least does damage, but Rhyme is doing a good job to delay them. Just sit on the edge of that lockdown. It's still a position that they need to clear, and actually, they're leaving it somewhat unchecked. A free kill for him, just 2 players standing. It's gonna have to be another clutch scenario. They don't have anything to play with, a free kill at least as they spam through.
And that's when they bring Fatinho back online. There's just no easy way out of this. Still up against the 4 players on the other side. Flashes a ton. In fact, Fatinho still has both of his. Playing through that Cosmic Divide could be dangerous. In fact, he just plays in front of it, takes down one, leaves Mr.